Hello, podcast land. We were just singing a song.
We were?
Yeah, don't you remember?
No. I have the memory of a fly.
It was went something like this. She wore a itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today.
Hey!
And we don't remember the rest.
That's true. You'll have to tweet us what you
Tweet us,
remember that
two
song.
boys, corner of Afton and Afton.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna go reactivate that PO box soon.
Yep.
That'll be good.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
You look swell. I don't like saying it to you, but I'm an honest guy, and if you look good. I'm gonna tell you. I may not like you. I may not like you, but
looking great.
Golly.
Can't wait.
Put this guy on Tinder, and the matches will be coming right in.
I would be a terrible Tinder match. Terrible Tinder.
Why?
I mean, I'm just like, what? I'm gonna go edit now. You can leave.
They like professionals.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
I'm not on Tinder, of course.
No, but if
I
were,
do know.
I'd swipe right, left. What way do you swipe on Tinder?
I mean, you can do both.
What's the better way?
It depends.
Sure, I'm sure it does.
Are you asking me if you like a person, which way do you go?
Yeah.
Right.
Swipe right.
Yeah.
Slide to the right.
Unless you're
track.
doing a number two, then
Slide
they
to
kind of
the
want to wipe.
Wipe to the left? You wipe left?
I don't know.
What does number two mean in this situation?
I mean, if you don't know, I'm
Then
certainly
you
not
can't
going to
afford
tell you.
If you don't know what a ZJ is, you can't afford it.
What's a ZJ? Goddamn brewery.
Yeah. So that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, are you gonna swipe all of Sioux Falls and then leave town? Is that your plan?
Yeah. I guess the reason I'm doing it is just because I guess I'm going to have to start talking to girls. Mm-hmm. So now I'm just using it as a good way to learn how to do that.
Just the icebreaker.
Yeah, well, I mean, I usually get 2 responses and then they never talk to me again.
Have you pitched the idea of the naked sauna?
No, I haven't.
I mean, I think that would escalate things for you.
Well, I mean, you'd know right then.
Yeah. So
maybe that's not a bad idea. Enough of this pussyfoot.
Checking my watch. Okay.
I've had enough pussyfooting around. You want to go to the nude sauna?
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked about that on the podcast.
We have not talked about it on the podcast. So here's the context of the nude sauna.
Oh, I was recently in Deutschland. That's what they call Germany. In Germany.
Not Krautland?
No, I think that's probably a little bit derogatory.
But what about sauerkraut? Are they grumpy krauts?
Yeah, they are. Took me a second longer than it should have. Yep, sauerkrauts are grumpy. Yep.
Okay.
Anyways, I was visiting with a friend. You may know his name is Jonas.
Mm-hmm. It's just like that song.
Yeah. His name is Jonas, and he does carry a wheel.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He's really fit. Anyways, he said that him and his girlfriend go to a nude sauna pretty regularly. And I said, boy, that makes me very uncomfortable.
Didn't they invite you?
I mean, if I'd stayed longer, I'm sure they would have. But I was only there I guess I was there 2 nights.
So 2 nights is not long enough to experience the
well, it's either
nude with friends environment that Germany provides.
Well, I mean, I guess either go on a hike or go get naked around each other.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to phrase that.
Would you like to grab a pizza? No, we're gonna go hang out naked in the other room. Do you wanna?
I don't think you say that. I think you just say I'm going in the sauna, and then it's just implied. You're gonna be naked. I'm just surprised it's co-ed.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I've heard that. Is it Finland? I think it's Finland. They do a lot of corporate meetings in there.
Really?
That seems strange.
Also nude?
Yeah. I guess that's one way to keep the meeting short.
Or long. I mean, it kind of depends on.
That's true. It depends on the meeting. Yeah. Hey, Carl. How you doing today?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Didn't think I was interested in that, but turns out.
Now you're bringing it to the States. Welcome home, old friend.
So anyways, Zeke and I were talking about on the first date going to a nude sauna together just right away you would know, yes, this is going to work. No, this will not work kind of thing.
Yeah.
It could go terribly or it could go great.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yep.
you're taking away a lot of that anxiety about.
Really, it saves a lot of
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. No more games.
Hey.
Just, like here we are.
No more fucking around with getting to know each other too much.
Where do you want to go eat tonight? I can't decide. All right. Well, see you later.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah, because the last week podcast, you were on a train in Germany, somewhere on your way to Crete. I don't remember exactly, but you.
I don't think you can't take a train to Crete. You dummy.
Well,
it's an island.
Well, I mean, a boat sank over there, right? So you could try just.
A boat sank.
Sank, didn't boat? Isn't that
I'm
where
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure plenty did. I don't know what specifically
go
what you're
scuba
talking
diving?
about. No.
No.
I only went in the water. Well, submerged one time.
How was it? Was it cold? Was it warm?
It was fairly warm.
Is it salty?
Oh yeah. Salty as a sailor.
Salty as a sailor? That makes sense. They're salty.
Because they have to preserve their pork in salt barrels.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot of sodium in their blood. That's how I mean it.
I mean, that's how I took it.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, that's fun. And now you get back just in time to leave to the corner of Afton and Afton,
Yeah,
where
yep.
you're gonna man that corner like a salty old sailor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then my cholesterol will kill me quick, and that'll be. We'll call that a life.
Call it a day.
Yep.
Dennis Hopper, did he leave you a good tutorial on how to juggle those chainsaws?
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
I forgot when we were cutting down a tree the other day, and there was a stump, and I was gonna hack at it with my chainsaw a little bit, safely, of course, but I forgot.
I also forgot. We were picking up gear, and I really thought when you were getting that chainsaw sharpener that they were just gonna have like a log that you could test it out on to make sure it's the one you wanted.
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Remember that guy's face when he was doing it? He's like,
I mean,
I love that movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Yeah. I every time I see rocket chainsaws now, I'm like, I wonder, do they have like a bathroom or like a log out front? How do you know it's the right fit?
I don't think. Maybe in the past the log was a real thing. Do they have like a, what do you call those, a display model chainsaw? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe in Texas.
Maybe.
Because
maybe.
that place is crawling with all sorts of leather faces.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of trees.
Well, it's because...
I mean, anybody who buys a chainsaw down in Texas should be suspect.
I've never been.
What are you doing?
Are you a leather face?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Don't cut down the old oak tree. It's the last one. It's all we got left.
On the questionnaire, are you a leather face? Yes or no?
Undecided.
All right, good enough.
Prefer not to answer.
It's against my... That's one of the amendments.
Yeah, I think it is. Right to use chainsaw.
Well, no, right, not to... Shut up.
So,
what about you? You're going on a trip. You're going to ride at some horses.
Yeah, I'm going to rustle up some grub and ride into the wild blue yonder.
Cool.
Yeah.
What if it's... sometimes it can look kind of green.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the sun setting and stuff. Are you going to ride into the green sun yonder, too, or only blue?
Nope, only wild blue.
Only blue.
Only
okay.
wild blue.
Okay.
So, like, the weather's been kind of suspect lately. So I'm not going to ride into that deep gray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna play shoots and ladders with tornado.
Mm-hmm.
Because I learned that from Pickles Bill.
Yeah.
Like, shoot number 7 on the heavily host. Guy went, whoa boy, you're home. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
No. So we'll see. I don't know whether I did dust off my old cowboy hat or not. We'll see how it goes.
You have a cowboy hat?
I do.
Of course you. Several. Where are they?
Oh, they're hanging up.
Where?
Anna brought me one back from Peru.
Okay.
When she was there, and then I don't think the one that I have from when I used to have horses fits me anymore, but I have that in the garage.
You call 2 several?
Yeah, I mean I have a lot of hats. I guess I just.
So you're saying you have several
I
hats?
have several hats.
Couple.
A couple cowboy hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should tell the truth more.
Should try it.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
So he's going around with one of the tribes here in South Dakota, and he's going on a 12-day horse ride to raise awareness for, I forget.
Missing women and children.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All or specifically?
I think specific to the tribe, but
sure.
within the first interview, he said like really everybody.
Yeah,
it's just that's
cool.
what they have control over.
Yep.
So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'll reflect fondly on it when it's done. Right now, I'm in that crap phase.
Sure. Yeah. Leaving tomorrow.
Yep, leaving tomorrow.
Boy, oh boy, you gonna get up on that horse and just look out there, the wild blue yonder, and say, "I am Carl Drogo."
Mm-hmm. I am.
Yeah.
And then I'm probably going to go, giddy up.
Boom, 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 boom.
Mosey on.
Happy trail to you.
Mm-hmm. I just really hope to not recreate the Winchester logo. Where it's
What's that?
It's just a messenger rider at full tilt, like full gallop, like the hats.
Oh, I see.
I really don't want that to happen.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
I rode a horse one time, and we were just clipping and clopping real slow. Still scary for me.
I mean, I haven't really ridden much in the last 15 years, but I did a shoot on a commercial on a horse 3 or 4 years ago.
About a horse or on top of a horse?
Oh, okay. And we were galloping through Newton Hills on that one, and it was just me with a camera on my hip going, "Oh God." All downhill.
Pretty quick draw of that thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, tail on a fast horse. Learned everything I know on a camera from Billy the Kid.
William
H.
William.
Bonnie.
I have a friend. I was just gonna say I have a friend, William the Child. I wonder
if they're related.
Yeah.
Yeah. William the Child. I mean, he's got a street name that makes him famous.
Yeah. Doesn't have the same ring to it, though, does it?
Just like on Young Guns, I'll make you famous.
I've never seen it.
Well, maybe we'll remedy that on the podcast.
I feel like we had the option once.
I think we did. I was surprised that you hadn't seen it.
I know they throw Emilio out the window in a trunk, but that's all I really know.
Yeah, well, I remember it came up when we had Nick on the podcast because I think it was around the Legend film when we did that one because Tom Cruise makes a uncredited cameo.
I remember this now. Yeah.
And y'all are welcome.
Too bad.
Yeah, only.
Well, it's got Kiefer too, right?
Kiefer, Michael Sheen, Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, and
brothers,
and Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yep. Oh, of course, the token.
Yeah. He's the Filipino Native American.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
But he played Trevez.
Who's that?
And he was the Indian within their group, and he was fun. He was a fun character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he pretty stereotypical, like tracker?
Yeah. But I'd say all of them. Emilio was certainly the lead, but he played Billy the Kid. But I think all of them were kind of on par with each other. They were fun.
Okay.
I mean, what do they call those guys? The Brat Pack? Is that the Brat Pack?
Maybe.
I think it was. They were all
Robert Downey
Jr.
in that
time. He may have been on the periphery, I guess, but that was during his cocaine haze days.
Sure.
I don't know that he was ever in a film with those guys, but okay. I guess I can't think of it offhand.
He just seemed looks like he would fit in that group.
I mean, I'm sure that he fit in the group. I don't know if he was in any of those Brat Pack specific films. Christian Slater was in that. Oh, he was in that. He was in that film too, I guess.
I like him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a particularly good actor, but I like him.
Yeah. He's in a film called Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh God. I'm not interested.
I enjoy that movie, even though I know you don't.
I've never seen it, so I know you have it. We'll watch it sometime. I'm sure it's fine. I just know Kevin Costner is we've covered my feelings on Kevin Costner.
The one thing I don't care about that film, and it's amongst the top 5 I've watched total, like for most views.
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't care for on the DVD specifically is that you got to flip it.
Really?
It has a break in the middle, and you have to turn the disc over.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's got to be like one of the only.
Well, that and Lord of the Rings, I guess.
Yeah, right.
I guess you don't flip those.
Yeah, you put a new one in.
Change discs. But yeah, this is just a flip it. It's like
you should like that. You love that kind of thing.
I mean,
not in a DVD.
I don't like it in DVDs.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was a laser disc, I would appreciate it.
You're so picky.
But I mean, it's kind of like a CED. That's what we had to do with Streets of Fire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you thought that was super. You were so excited to get up and flip that
magic.
thing.
Magic happens in there.
Yeah, I guess it's.
Yeah.
That's a lot cooler than flipping a little plastic thing.
Yeah. I mean, you had to do it with cassettes. I didn't mind it on cassettes.
Yeah.
I can't figure out why it's just that disc though.
Yeah.
On the DVD.
It's too long. I
mean, you'd probably think so. Probably think it'd be a great short film. I think it's closer to 7.
7 hours?
I know I think it's around 2. Actually, there's no reason that it should be on two sides, but.
Huh. Well, it's probably pretty. Maybe if you got a copy these days, they wouldn't do it.
Well, so it's one of the another fun fact about trivia on this film on a movie that we have not talked about on this podcast.
Lay on me, Slick.
That film, like most of the time with the uncut version, I really like the uncut, like the director's cut or whatever. Like the longer version is usually better. In this case, I can't stand the longer version. I don't ever want to see it again. The parts that they cut out
were good.
Were best left out, I think. So so now when you buy it, I think you get the uncut version, and I don't like that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch that one
eventually.
Guess what my favorite Robin Hood movie is?
What's your favorite Robin Hood movie?
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's a good one.
I don't like Mel Brooks, but I really find that one.
That one's fun.
Yeah, it is.
You don't like any Mel Brooks?
If I said I really don't like him, I generally don't find his movies to be as funny as other people, like Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles. I mean, they're fine, but I don't. It's not a Home Alone or, to me, it's not.
I guess I agree with that entirely because I really like Men in Tights. Blazing Saddles I remember enjoying. I really like Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
Love him and Richard Pryor together. But for the Mel Brooks films, I never think like, oh, I really want to see that movie today. And a lot of those, especially in the same era, I really enjoy that type of filmmaking. It's just, I guess I don't distinctly dislike him. I just don't love his stuff.
It's like, I should appreciate it more because I do it myself, but like with Pizza the Hut, and then like he just goes the obvious way. It's like, oh, they jammed us, and then there's jam going down the screen. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I mean, it's kind of like Airplane. I don't really like Airplane.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything today. Every movie we've mentioned, I haven't seen.
Well, we got options. We got options, folks, for what we're going to connect Rob to sometime down the road.
Hooray.
Yeah. Yay. I mean, I'd have to be the one offering them up to you. But I hadn't seen Airplane until about 6 years ago. It came through town at the big screen.
Don't call me Shirley.
Roger.
What's he, a battle droid?
Yeah, he was. He was ahead of his time. I didn't really care for it, but I think it's with a lot of those films. I think you have to see it when you're younger.
Sure.
And in my case, before you're jaded entirely.
Yeah, sure.
Or it just doesn't make the same sense.
I can see that.
So. But there is a film that we've both seen.
I was just going to ask you, what kind of sound do you think the horse's hoofbeats are going to make?
I mean, sometimes they go like clop, 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 clop. Yeah. But if I remember correctly, they go something like this.
Zeke, 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 away, it's time for the next segment. Zeke, 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 away, it's time for the next segment. Gonna talk about a movie, it's called, oh boy.
Cannibal Women in the
Cannibal
Avocado
Women,
Jungle of
Avocado Jungle of Death. Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. It's a movie, it really... We'll talk about it.
It should have been Cannibal Women in the Epcot Jungle of Death.
Yep. I don't know why I said that. Why did I agree? Epcot, huh? Why do you say that?
I don't know. I mean, then it would have been contained. It wouldn't have been that far north. The whole thing takes place in Baja, California.
Baja.
Not Bahrain.
Do you have the synopsis?
The official synopsis or the my synopsis?
We better do the original.
Okay.
Hold on. We
hit it.
Constant professionals. Right, here we go. Oh, we need the full summary, of course. Oh, that's long. Regardless, the government hires a feminist at the local university to track down the piranha women living in the uncharted Avocado Jungle. In parentheses, westernmost outpost is San Bernardino. In parentheses, to convince them to move to a reservation condo in Malibu, she hires a guide at the edge of the jungle, a male chauvinist pig, and they have many arguments about men and women as they work their way in and eventually confront the piranha women.
It's piranha gold, baby. So here's my synopsis. The Shannon Tweed character is a middle-of-the-road feminist, I guess, who is sent down to rectify a avocado shortage.
Yep.
Stumbles upon a tribe of cannibal women who use their men for only sex and then eat them.
Yep.
And then they find another tribe of women who don't like avocados, so they...
No, don't you remember? No, they liked avocado.
It was some other jam.
Clam dip.
Yeah.
They wanted to eat men in clam dip instead.
Yeah.
Instead of guac.
Yeah.
Guacamole.
So then there's
holy
like
guacamole.
Yeah,
man.
They
blew it.
That.
They blew it.
That's a mistake. Yeah, holy guacamole. I mean, that's really the synopsis that it should have been. Just holy guacamole. Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death.
Cannibal Women.
Eat this.
I mean, another good movie we saw.
Yes, it was interesting. 1989. I guess when
seemed more like it seemed earlier in the 80s.
Yeah, I would have guessed like 79 to 83. Yeah. Shannon Tweed, Adrienne Barbeau.
She's pretty.
She's the one that we connected to.
From the Frog. The Frog.
Frog?
The Fog!
The Fog. Not Frog!
The Fog!
The Fog! And then Bill Maher.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah. It seems like they were drawing... So, one thing that you picked up on before I did was and I looked it up on the trivia for it as well on IMDb, and it runs parallel to The Heart of Darkness.
Yeah,
and like this strange, like they make these strange references to Apocalypse Now through The Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, the lady they were hunting down, her name was Kurtz.
Dr. Kurtz.
Yep.
Yeah, and then towards the end, she's like, David Letterman, the horror.
Yeah. And she was a outsider that came in and led a native. If they're native, I don't know. Whatever, led a tribe of people.
Yeah. So the whole, I guess the context of the film was Shannon Tweed. The government approaches her. Then the government because they're wearing sunglasses. And weird uniforms. And then she's got a class, and she's got this gal in there who's a sorority girl, stereotypically, like, just wants to hump her way through college. Mm-hmm. But decides that she's going to change her major to... like, women's studies. I
believe it was.
Rather than home ec.
Yeah.
This was... I guess it was interesting because, like, there are a lot of things that haven't changed since '89, or ever, but... Mm-hmm. The two extremes that were going on in this film really are no different today, I guess. But the context within which they are presented is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, the piranha women, like, they just have there's a pit of piranhas within the middle of the commune. And I guess Dr. Hunt, who's hunting for Dr. Kurtz, is represented as a respected middle-of-the-road feminist.
She was middle of the road?
That's what they said.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
But the super party boys... So this girl in her class that changed her major, like, she's invited to, like, the super party boys. they're gonna have a wet T-shirt contest, and so Shannon Tweed's like, "You're coming to the jungle with me."
But my shirt is dry, she said.
Yeah. So then it shows within 45 seconds of this film, it shows the map twice.
Yep.
They don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I guess we didn't. Oh, right. They do the old Indiana Jones, whatever you call it, graphic tracking.
Yeah, but they do it twice.
Yeah.
One scene after the other.
They do a loop-de-loop and go the wrong direction.
Yeah.
No, and then they just magically popped up somewhere different.
Right. You're right. Yep. So they drove at least 100 miles to go 15.
Yeah.
So then she goes into this bar looking for a guide. She's looking for a Rambo.
Yeah.
Why don't you describe this scene?
Sure. It was a little like one of my favorite films.
One of the podcast legendary films.
Yeah. Ninja Academy. I don't know if you remember that scene?
Yeah, I do.
So she goes in looking for the mercenary,
mm-hmm.
and she has her option of a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a professional wrestler
mm-hmm.
looking guy, and then there was like a Rambo.
Yeah.
And they're all talking, woo wabba kibee ba boo, and then they said, I want to go into the Avocado Jungle, and they all they forgot they had things to do.
Yeah, then they all ran away because they're like, Cannibal Women, I'm out. But then she's like, I'm an ethnographer, and then they like Bill Maher's character pops up. He's like, I'll take you. And it turns out that he's had like a one-night stand with this woman before.
Yep.
And he never got over her.
No.
And she somehow, even though she kept saying it didn't mean anything, never forgot him. Even though she like throughout several parts of the film, she's like, my relationships mean nothing. I don't even remember their names. I mean, she's always swiping right and leaving in the morning.
I guess so.
Anyway, one of the parts that I did like is once they get into the jungle, and it takes them forever to get into the jungle. Yep. They're like basically walking the boat down the river. And then they didn't bother bringing swimsuits, except the sorority girl is like hanging out in the boat tanning while they're in their jungle clothes.
Yep.
But once they find this tribe of fat guys, that I really don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know who they were.
The old fat guys were completely
the piranha men.
But that's what we thought. Except then the piranha men were like the sacrifice men.
Yeah, right.
Were really like in shape, and right. I have no idea who these other guys were. Anyway, they
rejects,
said Alan Alda, Mark Harmon, Walter Mondale.
That's right.
They're like bowing continually. That was one of the few times I was like, "That's funny."
That's funny.
It's kind of funny. So they get held captive.
Yeah.
They get taken captive.
That's true.
The Adrienne Barbeau's piranha women, jungle women, like take them all hostage, and they're like, Dr. Hunt, you must join us or die.
Mm-hmm.
Join us or die.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bill Maher's character, they're basically basting him in a kettle. And at this point, it's just like, put a fork in me, Jerry. I'm done.
Yeah. He says, it's hot tub action, huh? All right.
Yeah.
He hops in. He's like, what are you putting in there? Oh, it smells great. This would make a great soup base. And then light bulb.
Light bulb.
That's when he needed to look at the camera. The camera zooms in on him, and he goes, holy guacamole!
That would have been great. So the one part of this where it turns out the government is a conspiracy. They're not actually trying to. They don't actually have a U.S. avocado shortage. They're just trying to get the land and assimilate the women. Mm-hmm. I guess. At no point in the story do they use the avocados for anything. They don't show any dip. It's just
they did.
What?
At some point there was a bone or something in some.
Oh, so they found some bones and they were like slimy with guacamole. Yeah. They said they're slimy with guacamole.
And they picked an avocado right when they got in.
Yeah, they picked them, but they didn't do anything with them.
That's true.
And plus, those women were very they were clearly not eating avocados. Avocados are very fatty.
Yeah.
Those women were not eating avocados. You could tell.
Well, it's good fat.
I guess.
I mean, it's a pretty good plot. So, there's an uncharted jungle in Southern California, right in around Death Valley area.
Mm-hmm.
Baja California.
Baja California is like it's in Mexico, south of the border.
I don't think this was just north of that. I think this was north of that though.
So they didn't even get it right on a map.
No,
yeah.
No.
Okay.
And apparently, well, I guess it was all fake, anyways. But
I mean, this was not a documentary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the whole reason
that, but it took me a good hour and a half before I realized that this was not, in fact, a documentary.
My world is shattered.
Yeah, mine too.
But apparently, I don't know if it's the world's or the country's avocados come out of here. And normally the Piranha Women would stay away from the borders, but then they were expanding.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, avocados from Mexico.
Is that where they grow avocados even?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just drink soda pop.
But, I mean, I don't.
You know what my biggest problem with it was?
What?
So they go in the jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were no funner games.
There weren't.
There was neither fun
nor
games.
No. I mean, they did have a really horrible trial by combat scene.
Oh, God. I forgot about that. It was terrible.
Where Shannon Tweed and Adrienne Barbeau
are fencing, more or less.
Normally, like, these are clearly, like, the two of the more attractive people within the film.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly the two leads.
Yep.
And it was like they decided, it wasn't on paper, they decided in the moment, we should have a fight.
Yep.
And they have these huge axes that they start with, but they just, like, they put them out like they're trying to hold the other one away, and they push with them. They never swing them.
No. They just kind of...
And then they, like, throw them to the ground.
Grab some rapiers.
And then grab some rapiers, and they're like, I've never fenced a day in my life.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst, I mean, whatever.
I don't think, I mean...
combat scene you've ever seen.
It was really bad. I mean, it made less sense than Streets of Fire, that fight in the street at the end of it.
Yeah, right.
And it was very similar in how everybody just kind of stood around and watched it.
Yep.
But at least they had quarry picks in that.
Yeah, they did.
This one was... I don't understand it. I don't understand. Barbeau had heels on in the jungle.
Yeah. Gotta make that look good, I guess.
I guess.
It's great balance.
Did you have a favorite quote?
I did, but I forgot my book.
My favorite quote was, "What are you, nuts?" But I don't remember what context it was said in. I just have that written down.
Had to have been Bill Maher.
I'm sure it was.
Mine was something from the Army guy. I can't remember what he said, but it was just so funny. Just hilarious.
It was. I mean, I'm glad we watched it together. I think if we hadn't, I would be screaming right now.
Yeah. I haven't seen an actual good movie in such a long time now.
Yeah. Well, you didn't like John Wick.
2. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. But
did you like the first one?
Yeah, I really liked the first one. The second one, I didn't do it for me at all.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I thought that I forgot you'd watched the first one while I was gone. I really liked the first one. The second one was good. It just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
I don't recommend you see the third one then.
Okay.
Or I'd wait and do like 3, 4 when 4 comes out.
I'll probably see it. I'm just tired of these bad movies. And John Wick 2 isn't a bad movie. Just
I mean, it's better than Cannibal Women and the Avocado.
Yeah, well, I would watch John Wick.
Not.
You loved that movie.
So good.
It was, wasn't it? Man, oh man, we were just sitting there eating chicken and
that's right. We got like a big platter of food and watched this. Yeah. We should have got avocados.
I guess we blew it.
Holy guacamole!
Missed opportunity. Holy guacamole.
I mean, we did it for we both were able to do it across continents with the fog. We had what do you call them?
Gutbusters.
Gutbusters, and
I think I'm probably wrong now.
I don't know. I've ruined it. I have it written here, but I wrote it down wrong.
Well, if you wrote it down wrong, then I can get it from what's the wrong? Stomach crusher.
Let's see if I can find it.
Intestinal inker.
Should be circled. Why isn't it not circled?
I see 6 men die. Get the
fog out of there.
Get the fog out of there.
I mean, I was surprised.
Pretty sure it was Gutbuster.
I was surprised that Adrienne Barbeau, who's done a lot of, like, really, significantly large films within that B film genre, that they got her to do this movie. Like, it didn't seem too good for Shannon Tweed. but it did seem too good for Adrienne Barbeau. And I gotta say, Tweed really outacted her.
Yeah.
Within this film,
I would agree. She did a fine job.
She did. Like, she held her own, and at the end, she was kind of keeping a sex slave.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
A willing one, I guess. I don't know.
He was gonna be her sacrifice, but then.
They really fell in love.
Yeah, became her teaching assistant. I don't know about that, but
I mean, he's hot for teacher for sure.
He's hot for teacher.
Yeah.
Shannon Tweed, what do you think her favorite material for clothing is?
Tweed. That's what I would guess.
You think so?
Got to keep it all in the family.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I can't find this.
Here I am, giving Mel Brooks shit, and then I make jokes like that.
Oh, we're not making money from it yet.
I'm such a hypocrite. Gutbuster. It's got to be Gutbuster.
I think it is Gutbuster.
Chestburster.
Sure.
Yeah, flip that page.
No, that's Kill Shot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No.
No one cares. No one's listening.
No one's listening.
If you're listening, thank you.
Yeah. But
shout out to you, SoundClouders.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say that this film was free on the YouTube.
Yeah. So if you go watch along, you'll love it.
Yeah, you should. I think if you're in the bad mood for. I'm just looking what the other options were and how different our lives could have been if we would have gone with Swamp Thing or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think Swamp Thing's probably golden compared to this.
I mean, it's Wes Craven, right? So
yeah, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure it's not
compared to this, though.
Yeah, but compared to this, it's certainly gonna be amazing. Yeah. But I mean, those Guacamole girls.
Guacamole girls.
They sure sold that guacamole.
And how?
Holy guacamole. Oh. Those girls are from the Avocado Jungle of Death. Yeah. That's what you'd say when you watch this movie. Yep. But I don't know. Are you ready for the rating?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What do you rate it?
Sex or the Saw. I'm giving it the Saw. A really bad one. Let's see. You guys popped out. Then you have to swallow them. And then you're flayed. And then also disemboweled, but you're kept alive. And it's better than Brewster McCloud, but it's definitely way down there on the list of things we've seen. I'll give it probably like a 10%.
So I think we were able to watch Ninja Academy free on YouTube.
Yeah, we sure were. Right?
So I don't remember how I rated that. I should have looked.
You say $2.99.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say this is $2.99. I think it's on par with Ninja Academy.
Shut your mouth. You shut your damn mouth.
At least there were some characters that had a story arc within it.
Don't you recall 00711?
Yeah, he disappeared.
He got the girls at the end. They drove away.
Completely out of
and
the blue.
And the mime?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, I do remember that movie. I would say if I had spent $2.99 on this film, I would be sorely disappointed. But if you could put a quarter into a machine and get a movie out, this would be worth that quarter.
Okay, better than me, maybe. No.
Yeah.
You're giving it 25. I'm giving it.
Well, I mean,
wait.
Out of $2.99.
Wait,
yeah,
I'm bad. I'm bad. Yeah.
Yeah, mine is lower than
Math me no good. Math me no good.
So it's got roughly combined. It's got like a 13.5%, something like that.
Probably less.
Yeah. So there you go. There's
cool. Go check it out.
Yeah, check it out. You should all watch this one.
Two Boys approved. Garbage. Approved garbage.
Approved. It's like
trash.
Yeah, the garbage man came early. The trash man came early this year.
Trash man. Trash is taking her clothes off again.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. What's the time for now?
Zeke. Ezekiel. I never found out your middle name, did I?
Guacamole.
Ezekiel Guacamole Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to choose your death?
Yep.
Okay.
Should have seen him. My hair blew back.
Yeah, he was quaking.
Shaking my boots.
It really hurts. I don't know how you scream like that.
Practice.
Ugh. So first one is, I'm just gonna give you the movies first, and then I'll gonna go back to the who linked it. Ice pirates. The ice pirates. In the far future, water is the most valuable substance. 2 space pirates are captured, sold to a princess, and recruited to help her find her father, who disappeared when he found information dangerous to the rulers. A real space opera with sword fights, explosions, fighting robots, monsters, bar fights, and last but not least, time warps. Can you believe it?
What year was that made?
It was in 84. And that's through Lloyd Gordon. And he was Sam, I guess.
I don't remember Sam.
I think he's one of the army guys. I think he's the taller, skinny army guy. I think.
Okay. Darker sunglasses.
And finally, another treasure, 1987. Surf Nazis Must Die. When the son of a gun-wielding woman is murdered by neo-Nazi surf punks in the post-apocalyptic future, his mama hunts them down for some bloodthirsty revenge.
Damn. What year was that?
85. 7. Sorry. Pay attention. I said it. I thought I did.
I mean, you probably did. Who was that?
Yeah, hold on. Steve Reed.
Steve Reed.
And Steve Reed was... Steve Reed.
R-E-E-D? R-H-E-A-D?
R-E-I-D. Yeah, R-E-I-D. He was Bushido. Oh, the Ninja Man.
The Ninja.
Yeah, I guess so.
Surf Nazis Must Die.
Okay. Oh, shoot. This one's a TV series. I blew it.
Oh, no. What was it?
Still. Street Hawk.
Street Hawk.
Street Hawk.
Damn.
Still 2 more. And this one is me throwing you a bone, but baby. 15 minutes. Probably seen it.
No? With Pacino?
De Niro.
De Niro.
A homicide detective and a fire marshal must stop a pair of murderers who commit videotaped crimes to become media darlings. 2001. Let's see here. De Niro, Edward somebody. Kelsey Grammer.
How'd you connect to it?
Hold on. Through Barry Primus. And he was Ford Maddox.
So he's the other.
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah. And last.
But not least.
Darkman. This is in 1990. A brilliant scientist left for dead returns to exact revenge on the people who burned him alive. And that's Liam Neeson. Others. And it's linked through Christopher Doyle. And he was Fred. What do you think?
Well, I gotta say, like, Ice Pirates, Surf Nazis, and Darkman, like, nice work.
I like to plumb the depths. For some reason, I don't.
You like to plumb the depths.
So sooner or later, one of these is going to be the one that I think it's going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
One of these has got to be that treasure, right?
I mean, you would think so. I feel like both Ice Pirates and Surf Nazis Must Die. Like, I really do kind of want to watch those right now.
Yeah.
But within the context of the podcast, a lot of this started with the Lil Raimi and Big Chin series.
Yeah, that's true.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but is Darkman not a trilogy made by Sam Raimi?
Yes, it is.
I mean, I'm thinking Darkman.
Darkman?
Darkman.
Okay. You sure?
With Liam Neeson.
There's other people in it too. Yeah, Raimi. Yeah, I guess it did all the way back in 50-Foot Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Raimi led to the directing. Raimi led to.
And he's come up a lot. We haven't had Darkman as an option, but we've had
Quick and the Dead a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah, and we did do Evil Dead 2.
Yep.
So.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Could be more.
No. I mean, we kind of sort of the Chin had a Alien Apocalypse.
Yeah, right. So his influence has been floating around.
Yeah. So it continues to influence us to this day.
Yeah. God bless you, Sam.
Yeah. So he's got a new one out now, right? Or he's producing a new one.
Mm.
Something.
Does he?
I think so. But yeah, this is pre. It's not pre Ash, but it's pre Spidey, right?
Way pre Spidey.
Yeah. It's impressive that he's been able to direct 3 trilogies. That's
true.
It's not nothing.
I don't know if he directed the rest of the Dark Mesa.
Yeah, I don't know either, I guess, but he did this one.
Yeah, he did.
1990.
Because Liam's only in the first one, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I mean, you don't see him anyway. He wasn't really famous, was he, back then?
I'd have to assume no.
I guess you'll find out next week.
I know Bruce was supposed to get that role, but then Liam was bigger than Bruce.
Sure.
So he was a bigger draw than Bruce anyways at that time.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah. sorry, Bruce. Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense as much today as it does.
Yeah. Well, even more so. But
yeah.
I love you, Bruce, but
yeah,
it's the truth.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's all for this week.
Yeah, everybody. I just wanted to say I love you, and Zeke loves you, and we really hope you have a great till you hear us next. And Zeke really loves you, and he's gonna write you a note, and he's gonna send it to your house. So give us your address and let us know your 5 security questions and
your PIN number. But then, I mean, if you see a piece of yarn on the road, attach a tin can to it because we're screaming into the other side.
Yep, we're just waiting for you.
Yep. That's how you listen. That's how you connect. Plug on in.
All jokes aside, thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
We really do. Don't be a sucker.
It's been a slice.
Okay, love you. Bye.
I love you too.
The portions of today's broadcast that you actually enjoyed are brought to you in whole by...
Are you tired of selling nude photos to family members?
I mean, it doesn't bother me any.
Does it bother them?
Probably.
How often do you do it?
I mean, it's happened to Baker a dozen or so times.
Do you need a phone that's only used for sending nude pics?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Have I got a deal for you?
Oh, yeah?
They missed their opportunity with Edison, but now it's the all-new Dictaphone 2.
What happened to the first one?
I mean, it just recorded your voice. It wasn't the same.
Oh.
But this one...
So how's it work?
It's penile activated. Takes a picture when you turn it on and sends it to the one person that you want to get it.
What, I just whip out my schlong and unlock that thing?
Just like that.
Flop it right on there?
Yep.
Okay.
Like a salamander.
That sounds great.
It sends great, too.
Zip. I'm trying it right now.
How'd it work?
Penile not identified.
You got to set up. It's a long account process.
You got to set it up.
Yeah.
You're goddamn... I can't even think of the words, sir. You're a shill is what you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy it though.
Well,
I mean, I just like I like whipping it out, and, flopping
well, I mean,
it on
you just
things.
got ahead of yourself there, and it's a hard process to get behind. But my only tip for setup is just the tip.
It's a little double entendre.
I mean, it's twice as hard if you don't.
I don't what?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in. Say no more.
Sold. All right.
How much is it?
Well, it's lightly used.
I got.
I'll give you a half off.
Goodbye.
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Half. Well, before half off of what?
Both.
All right. Yeah, still a deal.
All right. Well, spread the word. Dictaphone 2.0.
Penis pre-activated. Spit it out, Junior.